cannibalism, asexuality and violence, a society that collapsed. What's going on here? In 1972, John B. Carlom detailed the specifications of a projected utopia for rats, built in the laboratory. Each aspect of the 25 universe, as this was called, specific model, was designed to meet the well-being of its resident rodents, increase their life expectancy and allow them to mate. There was plenty of food, water and nesting material. The universe was cleaned regularly, there were no predators, the temperature was stable, paradise, or maybe not. 4 pairs of disease-free mice selected from the National Institute of Health elite breeding colony moved on the first day. It took months for the rodents to familiarize themselves with their new world. Then they started to reproduce and the population increased exponentially, doubling every 55 days. Those were the good times in paradise. After day 315, more than 600 rats lived in Universe 25, bumping into each other as they climbed and go downstairs to eat, drink and sleep. Population growth has slowed. Young people were born into a world with many more rats than significant social roles. The males face many competitors to defend their territory. Many found it so stressful that they gave up. Normal discourse within the community was broken, and with the ability of rats to form social bonds, lone females retreated to nesting boxes, isolated at the coverage levels. Other males, a group that Carl Hewan called the beautiful ones. They never looked for sex and never fought, they just ate, slept and took care of themselves, wrapped in narcissistic introspection. Elsewhere, cannibalism, asexuality and violence became endemic. Rat society has collapsed. On day 560, the population peaked at 1,200 rats. Some survived after weaning until the 6th day, after which had few pregnancies and no surviving offspring. As the population had stopped regenerating, its path for extinction was clear. Rats have lost the ability to rebuild their numbers. Many who were still able to conceive, like the beautiful ones and their reclusive single female counterparts, have lost their social capacity to do so. On the 920th day the last conception took place. The last mouse died on May 23, 1973, 4 years and 10 months after colonization. Carl Hewan later said the creatures died twice. The first was that of its spirit and its society. The second death was that of the physical body. It wasn't the first time that the ethologists built a world for rodents. Carlu had been creating utopian environments for rats and mice since the 1940s, with consistent results. Overpopulation leads to explosive violence and activity. Hypersexual, followed by asexuality, self-destruction and extinction. In his widely cited article, Population Density and Social Pathology, Carl Hewan concluded, no matter how sophisticated let us be, since the number of individuals capable of filling social roles far exceeds the number from such roles, only violence and disturbance can occur. He then referred to a phenomenon he called behavioral drain. The behavioral drain is a desire to be in the presence of others, of being conditioned to seek to be close to others and being drawn into the crowd, despite the conflicts that this can generate. Based on Carl Hume's popular investigation, scientists social groups began to call for reproductive restrictions such as only possible response to the increase in the world population. Carl Jung himself was more optimistic about our future. As our physical space shrinks, we are forced to a larger espaço conceptual, a nossa rede ideias e tecnologias. Expand conceptual space, a network of ideas and technologies. And began to build creative universes that minimize the harmful effects of overcrowding. What are your thoughts? Overcrowding is a danger to humanity, or does it only affect rodents? And if so, what can save the human psyche? Avoid eye contact in crowded places. It's a strategy, but it will be enough. To read more about Universe 25 and its impact cultural, read the article by Edmund Ramsden and John Adams. You will find link in description below. If you found this helpful, check out our other videos. Join us on YouTube or on patreon.com/sprouts. For more information, classes or exercises or videos without background music, sales at night. Creative Commons Intellectual Property.